All right, let's talk about something that is completely shaking up how videos get made. We're diving into the AI tools that are changing the entire game for creators, from that very first spark of an idea all the way to the final video that hopefully goes viral. So let me just start by asking you a question, and it's kind of wild. What if you could make a video 140 times faster? I know, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? But believe it or not, this is quickly becoming the new reality for creators who are embracing these new AI tools. And look at this number, 90 seconds. That's not some made-up hypothetical figure. That's from an actual test someone ran, where they fed an hour-long interview to an AI. In just a minute and a half, it identified and perfectly clipped out 10 viral-worthy moments. Now, for a human editor to do that exact same job, we're talking 3.5 hours. That is an insane leap in power, and it's happening right now.
So where does this new supercharged workflow even start? You might think it's with all the cool, flashy visuals, but nope. It actually starts right where it always has, with a really good script.
And I love this quote from Ilya Volchanov because it just hits the nail on the head. Using AI for scripting isn't about asking it to write some perfect, polished essay. It's about getting a blueprint, something with strong hooks and a clear structure that you can actually take and start filming with. So, if you're out there looking for an AI script tool, here are the 3 big things to keep in mind. First, does it give you a usable structure? You don't want a giant wall of text. Second, can you control the format and voice? You need it to know the difference between a snappy 30-second reel and a deep dive 8-minute explainer. And finally, does it actually fit into your workflow? Can you easily edit and share it with your team? Okay, so you've got your script. Now we get to the part that feels like it's straight out of the future, actually bringing these words to life and generating video from simple text prompts. Let's look at the big players in the game right now, based on a great analysis from Zapier. You've got Google's Veo, which is fantastic for getting reliable, really high-quality stuff from your prompts. Then there's Runway, which is your go-to if you're aiming for that cinematic, film-like feel. And of course, OpenAI's Sora, which is just incredible at taking complex stories and weaving them into a cohesive video. But hey, creating the footage is only half the battle, right? AI is also swooping in to save us from what is, let's be real, often the most grueling part of the whole process, the editing and the repurposing. I mean, just look at this contrast. We've all been there, right? The endless scrubbing through timelines, making tiny manual cuts. It's a grind. Well, now, with tools like Descript, you can literally edit your video just by editing a text document. And instead of spending hours hunting for the best moments, tools like Realify AI find those viral clips for you automatically. And all this new tech unlocks some seriously powerful strategies, like what's being called the 40-for-1 system. It's brilliant. You take one big piece of content, like a podcast or an interview, you let the AI instantly pull out 10 or more of the best, most viral-worthy clips. Then you customize those clips for TikTok, Reels, and Shorts, schedule them out, and just like that, one video becomes weeks' worth of content. It's an absolute game changer. Okay, so with all this incredible power and automation, it brings up a really important question, a debate, really. Where do we draw the line? How do we make sure we're using a powerful creative assistant and not just churning out soulless automated content? And I think this comment from a Reddit user just says it perfectly. Fully AI-driven content almost always fails. And it fails when people try to take their own judgment, their own creative vision, and their own constraints out of the process. The AI is the tool for execution. You still have to be the strategist. And that leads to this really crucial concept that you're going to hear a lot about, human in the loop. Think of it like a partnership. It's a model where you, the human, guide the big picture strategy. You provide the taste, the curation, the editorial judgment. And the AI, it handles all the heavy lifting, the repetitive, scalable tasks that used to eat up all your time. It's the best of both worlds. So let's bring all this home. What's the real practical takeaway for anyone out there trying to make videos today? It's simple, really. Your creative toolbox just got a massive, powerful upgrade. The journey from an idea in your head to a finished video on a screen is no longer this rigid, step-by-step line. It's more like a dynamic canvas, where your unique human vision is amplified by the incredible speed and scale of AI execution. Which, of course, leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about as these tools get even more powerful. With this new toolbox, who is the creator? Is it the human who has the vision or the AI that has the skill? Something to chew on. Thanks for watching.